And good evening, everyone, and welcome to Scottsdale Stadium in Scottsdale. Todd Garbison for Southwest Sports Network. It's play-by-play coverage of Saguaro SaberCats varsity baseball. And game number 27 on the season for 28 on the season for the SaberCats as they host the Arcadia Titans. And it's Jimmy Roran leading off for Arcadia. Already behind no balls and 2 strikes. Arcadia 14-12 overall, 10-5 in PowerPoint games. They're the number 22 ranked team in Division II baseball. That pitch over the outside corner, near it anyway, and a called third strike. And there's one out. Now Josh Arndt for the Titans. SaberCats come in as the number 15 team in Division II. As that pitch is over for strike one. 14-13 overall, 9-7 in PowerPoint games, but their strength of schedule has kept them in it. And a ground ball now to second base, a throw on to first, and there are 2 down. Going quick here through the top part of the order for Arcadia. Roaring the leadoff hitter, Arndt batting second. Max Schumann comes to the plate now. He's the catcher for the Titans, facing Nick Maservi for the SaberCats. So 2 away for Max Schumann. He's going after the first one and fouls it off. And that's strike one. So it's Roran, Arndt, Schumann, then Tyler Murphy bats fourth. Jake Wiley, the DH, is fifth. Sam Huff plays first base and bats sixth. Luke Pine in left field is seventh. Alex Reynolds eighth in right field. And Luis Martinez, the second baseman, bats ninth for Arcadia. Defensively for the SaberCats, Michael Bloom in left field, Luke Eichste in center field, and JT Nettleton plays right as the count goes to 2-1. Shane Stansberry's at third, Turner Lace at shortstop, Ben Lagousas plays second, Matt Mara at first, and Brett Adams catching for Maservi as the count goes to 2-2 after the swing and a miss. 2 out, space is empty, just underway, top of the first inning. Maservi works quickly in the 2-2. Over the outside corner, and Nick Maservi gets 2 called strikeouts in the first inning against the Arcadia Titans, and Arcadia is up and down in order quickly in the top of the first after a half inning of play. Arcadia nothing, and Saguaro coming up. JT Nettleton leads off for the SaberCats at the bottom of the first inning. And he takes the first pitch over for a strike from Chris Paulson. Now the 1-strike pitch, and that one fouled to the netting, and it's 0-2. So Nettleton leads off in right field. Turner Lace bats second for the SaberCats. He's the shortstop. Brett Adams hits third and catches. Batting fourth, the first baseman, Matt Mara. Then Michael Bloom in left field bats fifth. Luke Eichste, the center fielder, is sixth. Then at bottom third of the order, Shane Stansberry at third base seventh. Jack Jeffries, the DH, bats eighth. And Ben Lagousas, the second baseman, bats ninth. Pitch off the outside corner. And the count 1 ball and 2 strikes on Nettleton. Now Paulson with the 1-2 pitch. Outside for ball 2. 2-2 on JT Nettleton. No score, bottom of the first inning. Arcadia went up and down in order in the top of the first. Now Paulson with the 2-2. And a soft pop-up on the right side, just onto the outfield grass. And the catch made for the first out. One down for the SaberCats shortstop, Turner Lace. And the defense for the Titans, it's Pine, Roran, and Reynolds in the outfield. Arndt at third, Murphy at short, Martinez at second, Huff at first, and Schumann catching Paulson. Lace going to try to bunt. And a collision as Arndt and Paulson both go after it. Arndt comes up with it, but he runs right into Paulson. and it's a bunt base hit for Turner Lace.
Now batting for Saguaro, catcher, number 5, Brett Adams.
That's something I haven't seen Turner do very much this season, and he hasn't needed to, with the strong average leading the team in RBIs, even out of the number 2 spot. But gets that bunt down for the base hit, and now Brett Adams with a swing and a miss for a strike. 1 on and 1 out, bottom of the first inning. The 1-strike pitch. And that's hit down the right field line. If it's fair, it's trouble, but it's foul by a foot or so. And Adams will come back to the plate, down on the count, 0-2. Oh, 2 on Adams with Matt Mara next for Saguaro. And the 0-2. And misses outside. They'll throw it down to first, but Lace back way ahead of the throw. And 1-2 on Brett Adams. He's ready. His pulse and sets. And the pitch. Bounced in there and blocked by Schumann, and the count moves to 2-2. Check over to first base, and the 2-2 pitch. Outside and maybe a little bit low, 3-2. I think if Schumann had set up over the outside part of the plate and had that pitch, might have got a called third strike, but he had to reach across his body. Now will Lace take off here on 3-2 with 1 out? He does not go, and the ball hit hard back up the middle. Paulson will throw wide of the bag, and going to say out at second base, the call. I guess Murphy was able to keep the foot on the bag. It looked like that throw was going to pull him off. Lace hustles down the line to get into the feet of Murphy and keep him from being able to throw the ball over to first base. So Adams aboard on the fielder's choice, and Nick Lebrani on to run as a courtesy runner at first for Adams. Now 2 outs in the inning, and the batter is Matt Mara. And a step and a throw to first base. Lebrani back. Each of these teams played in Scottsdale Stadium on Monday. Each team came away with a win as Mara takes high and outside for ball 1. Arcadia 5-4 winner over Sunny Slope in the 4 o'clock game on Monday here from Scottsdale Stadium. While the SaberCats beat Fountain Hills 8-5 in the nightcap. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1. Lebrani at first, running for Adams. 2 outs in the bottom of the first inning, no score. The 1-1 pitch. And a swing and a miss. It's 1-2. That's a big game for both of these teams based on their positioning in the Division II rankings as far as the power points go. The top 24 teams make the playoffs. Runner goes, and Mara fouls it back and out of play. Lebrani got a good jump there, but Matt's got to swing the bat with 2 strikes. Here's the set, and another 1-2, and another ball fouled out of play. SaberCats just 1 game left in the regular season after tonight. That'll be a home game on Tuesday as they host Fountain Hills, and that's a tough one. I mean, Fountain Hills a Division III team, but we talked about them on Monday night as Lebrani goes, and Mara hits a ball well out to center field. But there to play it is Roran. He makes the catch, and the side is retired. No runs, a base hit, and one left after an inning of play from Scottsdale Stadium. There's no score. Tyler Murphy, the leadoff hitter for the Titans in the second. And he takes the first pitch over for strike one. And the next pitch over for a strike, and it's 0-2. Maservi with the 0-2. That's foul to the netting, and it's still no balls, two strikes. Nick Maservi 3-5 on the season for the SaberCats, making his 14th appearance. A 4.17 earned run average. Another 0-2 and a ground ball. Boy, a bad hop there. That one goes up over the shoulder of Mara and into right field. And that'll be a base hit. That ball scalded down the first base line, and Mara was in front of it, and it took a hop, and you could see him kind of duck down at would have got him right in the face, as it turns out. So a base hit, and now Jake Wiley at the plate. Wiley bunting. Maservi fields, and he'll flip it underhand to Mara at first base. So the sacrifice successful for the Titans. And there's one away. Now Sam Huff, the first baseman for Arcadia, as he bats with a runner at second base and one out. Maservi with a fastball high for ball one. Check back to second, the 1-0 pitch. And that's fouled out of play, and it's 1-1. I was talking about the PowerPoint situation in the last half inning. Each of these teams hungry for wins and PowerPoints to improve their spots, as Huff, with that swing and a miss, falls to 1-2 in the count. And Maservi looking back to second base. The runner takes off on the 1-2, swing and a miss, no throw to second base. As Huff strikes out, Murphy got a big enough jump that he gets to third without the throw. Now two away for Luke Pine. But there are several teams still with a lot of games left. Even Arcadia, after tonight, will play 2 games, while Saguaro has just 1 left. There's a swing and a miss for a strike, and it's 0-1. There's other teams that will have at least 3 left after tonight's play. And just that many more opportunities to increase their power points. Another swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. 2 outs with a runner at third, top of the second, no score. Figure that 2 winnable games for Arcadia, the rest of their schedule. Tomorrow night against Moon Valley. And then Monday against South Mountain. And here's the 2-strike pitch. A fastball outside, 1-2. And a swing and a miss, pitch way off the plate, but close enough for Pine to offer, and he can't catch up. A leadoff base hit for Arcadia goes for naught as the runner is left at third base, and after an inning and a half, there's no score. Michael Bloom will step in to start it off for Saguaro in the bottom of the second inning, and he takes the first pitch outside for ball one. The 1-0 pitch, and a hard hit ground ball over to the right side. Martinez to his left picks up a 1-hop grounder and throws to Huff at first base. And the leadoff hitter retired for Saguaro in the bottom of the second. And the batter is Luke Eichste. And the first one to Eichste over for a strike. And Paulson with the next one over for a strike, and it's 0-2. Chris Paulson 3-2 on the season, a 4.90 earned run average, making his 9th appearance. He's thrown 30 innings for the Titans. There's a ground ball. That's off the foot of Eichste. Then we stay 0-2 and get through the rest of Paulson's season line. Then 30 innings pitched, 43 hits allowed, 16 walks, and 27 strikeouts. So he puts a lot of base runners on. That's almost 2 base runners per inning. The 0-2 and a fastball high, 1 ball and 2 strikes. And the pitch is low, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Saguaro went down a couple of spots after yesterday's PowerPoint numbers, and that's what's going to happen there. That pitch over at the knees for a strike, and Luke Eichste is the second out of the inning. 2 away in the bottom of the second for Shane Stansbury. But that's part of what's going to happen. You play on your given day. Maybe you get a win, you get a bump in the standings, and then every day off you see teams leapfrog over you. As Stansbury takes low and outside for ball 1. Jack Jeffries next for the SaberCats if Stansbury can reach the 1-0. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1. Now the 1-1 from Paulson. And a ground ball to Martinez at second. Fields an easy hop and throws to first base. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning for the SaberCats in the second. After 2 innings of play, there's no score. 8-9-1 in the Titans order in the third as Alex Reynolds takes strike 1. The 0-1 from Nick Maservi over for a strike, and it's 0-2. The 1 of the 0-2. And a swing and a miss, and a strikeout begins the third for Arcadia. That's the 5th strikeout for Maservi. He had 2 in the first and 2 in the second. Now he goes after the number 9 hitter, Luis Martinez. Maservi solid in relief on Monday night against Fountain Hills, which I guess kind of call it just his bullpen in between starts as Martinez takes strike 1. Maservi gave up a base hit to load the bases in the 6th inning in what was an 8-5 ball game. Another swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. And after he loaded the bases, 3 straight strikeouts to end the 6th inning. And a swing and a miss, making quick work of the Titans here. Another strikeout, 2 away. And we go to the top of the order for Jimmy Roran, who was called out on strikes in the first. Then in the 7th inning, Maservi came on, hit a batter, gave up a walk, and then again with the tying run at the plate for Fountain Hills, struck out the side. 3 straight strikeouts to finish the ball game and put Saguaro in the win column as the first one to Roran is over for strike 1. The 0-1. And Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Two outs, bases empty, top of the third inning. The two-strike pitch. And a pop-up. And that's going to get out of play. Just several rows into the seats behind the Arcadia dugout first base side. Rowan came into the game batting .371 for Arcadia with a home run and 19 runs knocked in. He also had 7 doubles. Another 0-2. That's high for a ball, 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch. That's high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the 2-2. And a swing and a miss as Meserve strikes out the side in the third. We'll move to the bottom of the third inning from Scottsdale Stadium. Still no score. 8-9-1 in the order for Saguaro. Jack Jeffries leading off, and a swing and a miss for strike one. Jeffries, Lagusis, Nettleton for the SaberCats in the third. The 1-strike pitch. And a swing and a foul tip into the glove, a strike, and it's 0-2. Now Paulson with the 2-strike pitch. Off the outside corner. And they count 1-2. Paulson with the 1-2 pitch. And Jeffries fouls it out of play. Beautiful night here in Scottsdale at the stadium. Gorgeous weather. Temperatures cool. Well, that one didn't miss by much, but a ball is called. It's 2-2. And Paulson a little bit surprised there, I think, wondering where that pitch was. 2-2 on Jack Jeffries, the leadoff hitter for the SaberCats in the third. And the 2-2. And he fouls this one out of play down the right field side. Paulson right back up there and ready. Jeffries digging in. And another 2-2 pitch. And another foul ball down the right field side and out of play. Pitch number 8 of the at-bat coming up here to begin the bottom of the third. And Jeffries with a ground ball out to Murphy at short. By the bag at second. His throw to first base is in time. And a good battle, but Paulson gets Jeffries to ground out 6-3, and there's one away in the bottom of the third.
Now batting the second baseman, number 14, Ben Lagusis.
Now Ben Lagusis. And the first pitch to Ben low for ball one. SaberCats have only had one base runner so far as Lagusis fouls that one off on the right side, and it's 1-1. So Chris Paulson matching Nick Meserve through 2+ innings. And the next pitch low, and it's 2-1. Not getting strikeouts. He's got 1 through 2 1/3. Meserve has 7 through 3. But still getting outs. The 2-1 to Lagusis. That's low for a ball, 3-1. These two teams have met twice already this season. The first time at Saguaro as part of the Scottsdale Invitational Tournament at the beginning of the year, a 12-1 win for Arcadia. That was their first win of the year, I think, at the time. And then the two teams met on March 28th over at Grand Canyon University of Brazil Stadium. That point game, and SaberCats won that one 12-2 as Lagusis gets the walk. So Ben aboard at first base with one out. And it's back to the top of the SaberCat order for JT Nettleton. Nettleton popped out to Martinez back in the first inning. Came in hitting .308 with 2 doubles, 2 triples, and 5 RBI. Lagusis 10 stolen bases. He's been caught 3 times. The timing off a little bit there as Paulson was already up and ready. Just as Nettleton was stepping into the box, he was coming set. And that ball bunted. Paulson not going to get to it. It's picked up by the third baseman Arndt, and the throw not in time. And a bunt base hit for JT Nettleton. Now 2 aboard with 1 out for Turner Lace. Turner had a bunt base hit his first time up. Came in hitting .367 with 5 doubles, a triple, and 22 knocked in. And the first one to Lace is high for ball 1. The set, the look back to second base, and the 1-0 pitch. That's low for a ball, 2-0. Lagusis at second, Nettleton at first. Good speed on the bases for the SaberCats. Paulson with the set as he checks back. And the 2-0 pitch. Over the inside corner, a strike, 2-1. One out for the SaberCats in the bottom of the third. Scoreless ball game. The 2-1. And Lace fouls it out of play. Two balls, 2 strikes on Turner Lace. Brett Adams next for Saguaro. Paulson bent at the waist as Schumann's going through signs. Now the set. And time called. Again, a little cat and mouse going on here with Lace and Paulson. Now the set. And the 2-2. And a swing and a miss. Pitch up out of the strike zone. Lace not able to catch up to it. And he is out number 2 in the SaberCat third inning.
Now batting the catcher, number 5, Brett Adams.
Now Brett Adams, the SaberCat catcher. Paulson trying to pitch out of trouble in the third. Saguaro trying to get on the board for the first time. Adams a .419 hitter, 19 doubles, 21 knocked in. And a swing and a miss for strike 1. Adams just missed a double in his first at-bat. He had a fly ball down the right field line that was foul by just a bit. The 1-strike pitch and a hard hit ground ball. That's through the hole and into left field for a base hit. Lagusis is waved around. Here comes a throw to the plate. It's cut off and no play at any base. And a run is in. It's not a double, but it's an RBI single for Brett Adams, and the SaberCats lead 1-0. Adams knocks in his 22nd run of the season as Lagusa scores. And then as the throw came in and was cut off, Nettleton went to third, and Adams got to second base. Nick Lebrani now on to run again for Adams. He's on at second base with Nettleton at third. 2 away in the SaberCat half of the third inning. Saguaro leading Arcadia 1-0. And the batter is Matt Mara. And the first pitch over for a strike. And boy, Arcadia had a play on out at second base as Murphy, the shortstop, got in behind Lubrani. Had a ton of daylight out there, but Paulson didn't see it. The runner's coming in, and out at the plate, the call. SaberCats asking about maybe a balk out there as well, but Nettleton caught trying to steal home, and that will end the SaberCat third inning. But the SaberCats on the board in the third. They get the first run of the ball game. They do it on a couple of base hits, and they leave one after 3. It's Saguaro 1 and Arcadia 0. Josh Arndt leads off for the Titans in the fourth and takes ball 1. Arndt, Schumann, and Murphy for Arcadia in the fourth against Nick Meservey. The 1-0 pitch. And a swing and a miss. It's 1-1. The 1-1 from Meservey is outside and low. 2-1. Arndt grounded out his first time up. Came into the game hitting .377. Couple of home runs, 27 knocked in. And the 2-1. Fouled out of play, third base side, and it's 2-2. Arndt the team leader in RBIs with those 27. Now Meservey with a 2-2. And that's over for a cold third strike. Strikeout number 8 for Nick Meservey. And there's one away for Max Schumann, a .338 hitter, 8 home runs, 23 knocked in. Schumann called out on strikes in the first. And the first pitch to Schumann, low for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. And a high fly ball into shallow right field. Nettleton calling for it. And he's got it for out number 2.
Now batting for shortstop, number 3, Tyler Murphy.
Now Tyler Murphy, who had a base hit, he's the only base runner of the game so far for the Titans. His single to lead off the second inning came in hitting .373. He's got a couple of home runs and 16 RBI. And a high fly ball, playable out there in center field for Luke Eichste. And he's got it, and it's a quiet fourth inning for Arcadia, up and down in order again for the Titans. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Arcadia trails Saguaro 1-0. Matt Mara will get things started for the SaberCats. Of course, he was at the plate when Nettleton was caught trying to steal home. That ended the third inning rather. Mara takes strike 1 here in the fourth. Matt, a .383 hitter, 5 doubles, a triple, 2 homers, 17 RBI. The 1-strike pitch. And that's fouled back, and it's out of play. And the count 0-2. Mara, Bloom, and Eigsty for the SaberCats in the bottom of the fourth inning, trying to build on a 1-0 lead. The 0-2. Not close. And not close on purpose, really, trying to get Mara to Jace. And the 1-2 from Paulson. And a ground ball up the middle, long way to go, and Martinez can't get it. That's into center field, a base hit. And Mara singles to begin the bottom of the fourth inning. The batter, Michael Bloom. Will the SaberCats run or Mara here?
Number 11, Michael Bloom.
And they will not, as Mara stays aboard at first base. Michael Bloom, the batter, a .408 hitter. 6 doubles, a triple, a homer, 19 RBI. Grounded out his first time up. Let's see if the SaberCats are going to try to sacrifice in this situation. They do not show it on the first pitch, and it's high for ball 1. And Bloom, one of the hotter hitters of late, and wouldn't necessarily want to give up the out here. Let him instead try to move the runner on his own as the pitch is low, and it's 2-0. And now potentially a pitch to hit here on a 2-0 hitter's count as Schumann goes out and has a quick word with Paulson. Mara on at first base, bottom of the fourth inning, 1-0 SaberCats. The 2-0 pitch. Fastball outside, 3-0. Here's Paulson ready again, and the 3-0 pitch. Not even close, ball 4. And that'll put runners to first and second. Mara goes to second base. Bloom at first. The batter will be Luke Eigsty, and you got to expect the SaberCats will sacrifice now. Playing at the bottom of the fourth inning, we get a Titan timeout. Saguaro leading Arcadia 1-0. Luke Eigsty in. He's bunting and pushes it foul on the first base side. Saguaro's going to leave it on, I would assume, here, and ask Eigsty to try to get it down, give him one more chance here. Luke called out on strikes his first time up, batting .218, 2 doubles, a triple, 6 RBI. The set from Paulson and the 1-strike pitch. The ball bunted, it is down, and now it's a foot race to the bag. And out at the call as Martinez had a long way to go to get over there, and he just got there ahead of the throw. 1-4 on the sacrifice for the first out. But Eigsty does his job as he gets the bunt down, nearly turned it into a bunt base hit. But Mara goes to third and Bloom to second. And now 1 out. The batter Shane Stansbury, and interesting, the Titans will intentionally walk Stansbury. And that's to get to Jack Jeffries.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 6, Jack Jeffries.
Jeffries waiting to hit here. Took the batting gloves off. He's got a necklace on. Got to take that off here. Second and third, actually bases loaded. I beg your pardon. Bases loaded with 1 out. In the bottom of the fourth inning, Saguaro leading Arcadia 1-0. And now a chance for the SaberCats to add on here. And Jeffries going after the first one, fouls it out of play. Jack hitting .228, 2 homers, 13 knocked in. The 1 strike from Paulson. And a swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Well, Shane Stansbury, right around the same as Jeffries, 229 hitter, 11 RBI on the season. And so the thinking, I guess, out of the Titan dugout as you put Stansbury on to load the bases, that sets up a force at any base. Boy, that one didn't miss by much. And I guess inside for a ball, it's 1-2. One ball, two strikes on Jeffries. Ben Lagusa's next, although he may get pinch hit for if he gets a chance to bat here. We'll see. Middle part of the ball game, and I thought I saw Ryan McGill put a helmet on. Yeah, he's standing on the second step of the dugout. Depending on the situation, he may get a chance to swing it here. 2-2 to Jeffries. Bases loaded, one out. And that's bounced in, and that one blocked by Schumann to keep the runners tied down. Now full count with one out and nowhere to put Jeffries. Strike zone shrinks a little bit maybe here for Paulson because ball four would force in a run. The set from Paulson to 3-2. And a ground ball, snared. The throw to the plate, and the ball comes out of the glove. And safe at the plate, the call. It did not come out on the transfer, according to the plate umpire. And a run is in. So Arndt made the play, threw it to Schumann, and it came out of the glove. That'll be an error. So an error on the play at the plate. A fielder's choice for the hitter, Jeffries. And so the base is still loaded with one out, but it's 2-0 Saguaro. And as expected, Ryan McGill will bat in place of Lagusas. McGill, 261 hitter with a double and 2 RBI. And he takes strike one. Bloom at third, Stansbury at second, Jeffries at first. A run in for the SaberCats in the bottom of the fourth, leading Arcadia 2-0. The one strike pitch. And that one fouled straight back to the netting, and it's 0-2. JT Nettleton in the on-deck circle for the SaberCats. Nothing and 2 on McGill. Paulson, the left-hander, looking in for a sign from Schumann. Now the set. Turn back, but no throw. Now the set. And the 2-strike to McGill. And he'll hit that out into right field, foul and out of play as it goes about 3 rows deep. That's a ball where if you're Saguaro, you wouldn't necessarily mind the outfielder making the catch because Reynolds would have been running away from the infield and would not have had a chance to throw out Bloom trying to score on a sacrifice fly. But instead of foul ball, and McGill will get another chance here. Down on the count, no balls and 2 strikes. With the bases loaded, the pitch. That's high and outside, 1-2. SaberCats leading 2-0 in the bottom of the fourth inning. Want to get another one here for sure, based on the situation. They take a ball to the backstop here. The 1-2 pitch. That's high, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Schumann pretty good behind the plate, though. It'd have to be something way away from the strike zone to get by him, I would think. Here's Paulson with another pitch, the 2-2. Popped up into shallow right. It's going to be the second baseman, Martinez. Now it's the right fielder, Reynolds, with the catch. Well, I think they call that an infield fly. So McGill flies out, and the batter is JT Nettleton. And that one just about hit Nettleton. It was down in his feet. And Schumann saves a run by blocking that one. Ball one to JT Nettleton, who popped out in the first, had a bunt single in the third. Saguaro's followed up their run in the third inning with another one here in the fourth, leading 2-0. Meanwhile, Nick Maservi has been dynamite. 8 strikeouts through 4 innings, only 1 base runner allowed as that pitch is fouled back, out of play, and it's 1-1. A ball and a strike on JT Nettleton, who gets back out of the box. Now will climb in there again. Turner Lace next for the SaberCats. Here comes the 1-1. That's high for a ball, 2-1. And a pop-up should get him out of the inning. Paulson, the pitcher, with the play. And he makes the catch to end the inning. Not how the SaberCats wanted that to play out, but they do get a run in the bottom of the fourth inning. They do it on just 1 base hit. 2 walks in the inning. And the SaberCats leave the bases loaded through 4 innings of play. It's Saguaro 2 and Arcadia nothing. Jake Wiley, the leadoff hitter in the 5th for Arcadia, takes ball 1. Wiley, Huff, and Pine for the Titans in the 5th. Wiley has sacrificed his first time up. A .314 hitter with a home run and 5 knocked in. Fouls a pitch out of play, and it's 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. That's high. 2 balls and a strike. And the 2-1 over for a strike, and it's 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes on Wiley. Maservi to the line in the pitch. And that's fouled out of play. Nick shaking off his sign, and time called. Right back to it, though, in the pitch. That's outside, 3-2. The 3-2 pitch. And that's hit well out to center field. Eichste going back. And he reaches up to bring it in for out number 1. Wiley gave it a ride into center field, but Eichste there. And you got to like being in a major league size spring training ballpark, at least in that situation, because I don't know if high school stadium would have held that ball. Now Sam Huff, a .423 batter. Took the first pitch for ball 1. 5 doubles, 12 knocked in on the year. And he takes strike 1. The 1-1 from Maservi. On the inside corner, a strike, and it's 1-2. 1-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss. Strikeout number 9 for Nick Meserve. 2 away in the inning. And the batter is Luke Pine. A .293 average, 3 doubles, a home run, 8 knocked in. Pine struck out swinging to end the second inning. And the first pitch on the inside corner, strike 1. The 1-strike pitch. That's fouled back, and it's 0-2. Saguaro with single runs in the third and the fourth. Titans have had just 1 base runner through 4 2/3. The 0-2 from Meserve. Swing and a miss, and Pine strikes out. Another 3-up, 3-down inning. 10 strikeouts for Nick Meserve, and we go to the bottom of the 5th from Scottsdale Stadium. The Titans trail the SaberCats by a score of 2-0. Pitching change for Arcadia to begin the 5th inning as Turner Lace steps in for the SaberCats. He faces a new pitcher, Thomas Halter. And the first one to Lace misses for ball 1. Halter 2-0 on the season, a 3.82 earned run average, making his 10th appearance of the year for the Titans. Pitch bounces in, 2 balls and no strikes. 14 2/3 innings pitched, 12 hits allowed, 7 walks, 12 strikeouts. Now Halter steps off. The 1 and the 2-0. That's on the inside corner, a strike, 2-1. And a ground ball foul. And the count goes to 2-2. Now the unofficial line for Chris Paulson, 4 innings pitched, 4 hits allowed, 2 walks, 1 of those intentional, and 2 strikeouts. The 2-2 is outside, 3-2. Brad Adams, Matt Merritt to follow for the SaberCats. The 3-2 pitch. And a hard hit ground ball. Arndt gave a little room there, but threw it on to first base in time. He backed up just a touch, but kept his nose in there to pick up that hard ground ball, and Lace is thrown out for the first out of the inning. Now the batter, Brad Adams. First one to Adams misses for ball 1. Two nothing SaberCats, bottom of the 5th. The 1-0. And the pitch low, 2 balls and no strikes. The 2-0. And misses for a ball, 3-0. Thomas Halter on in relief of Chris Paulson for the Arcadia Titans. Again, Arcadia, as that ball is fouled off, and it's 3-1. The Titans sitting at the number 22 spot in the rankings, while Saguaro is number 15, but remember that Arcadia has 1 more game left, or 1 more than Saguaro has, as that one misses for ball 4. So Adams walks, and he's on for the 3rd time. Although the first time he got on a fielder's choice, had an RBI single in the 3rd, and now a walk in the 5th. And Nick Lebrani comes out again to run at first base. So 1 on and 1 out for Matt Mara. Halter works out of the stretch for the first time. Here's the set and the first one of Mara. And it's outside for ball 1. Halter looking in now, the set and the pitch. And that's over for a strike. The throw down to first and Lebrani back. So they count 1-1 on Matt Mara, who had a base hit his last time up. Solid ground ball up the middle, the 1-1. That's over for a strike, and it's 1-2. Lebrani goes, the pitch inside. Schumann's throw late and on the shortstop side of the bag, so still on base for Lebrani. Arcadia guessing he was going. He could hear him hollering at Schumann, throw him out, before the pitch was delivered. So they were anticipating Lebrani was going to take off. He did, and Schumann couldn't get him. So a runner in scoring position, 2-2 the count on Matt Mara. And now 3-2. Here's Halter with the set, the 3-2, and that misses for ball 4. So a ground out began the inning, and now Halter with back-to-back walks. That puts 2 aboard for Michael Bloom, and it brings Troy Gerlach, the Arcadia head coach, out of the Titan dugout. And we get a timeout playing in the bottom of the 5th inning. It's 2-0 SaberCats. Arcadia stays with Thomas Halter as Michael Bloom steps in for the SaberCats. We get a pinch runner at first base for Matt Mara. Jack Kraft is on to run. And Bloom with a ground ball. Arndt will step on the bag at third. And the throw across to first base not in time. And then ball very nearly thrown away at second base. It took an acrobatic jump from Martinez to keep that ball from getting away. But Lebrani retired. The courtesy runner for Adams, he's retired at third base for the second out. Kraft to second. Bloom aboard on the fielder's choice, and the batter Luke Eichste. And Eichste hits a ball out to right center field. Roran and Reynolds there, and it's Reynolds, the right fielder, with the catch. And Eichste flies out to end the SaberCat 5th inning. No runs, no hits, a couple of walks, and 2 left. Saguaro's left 7 runners on through 5 innings of play. And after 5, Saguaro still leads Arcadia 2-0. Eight, 9, and 1 in the order for Arcadia in the 6th. And Reynolds trying to bunt. And he bunts it over the netting for a foul ball, strike 1. Reynolds, Martinez, and Roran scheduled here in the 6th. And a swing and a miss, strike 2. Back to the 1 and the 0-2. And that's fouled back. Scoreboard has gone dark here at Scottsdale Stadium. The 0-2 pitch. And this is outside, 1-2. Reynolds struck out swinging his first time up, hitting .237 on the year, 4 doubles and 6 RBI. The 1-2 pitch. And a ground ball over to first base. And Mara there as he re-entered the ball game. And a tap of the bag is the first out in the 6th. Now Luis Martinez, the number 9 hitter in the order, a .254 batter, 4 doubles, 5 RBI. He was a strikeout victim in the third. And he's trying to bunt, but pulled the bat back, took the pitch high, and it's ball 1.
Batting for Arcadia, the second baseman, number 20, Luis Martinez.
Maservi, a 1-hitter through 5 1/3. Swing and a miss. It's 1-1. Now, SaberCats figure if they win out, they're for sure in the playoffs. The next one is high, and it's strange with less than a week to go to feel like your position is so precarious. Number 15 seed with the top 24 making it. I shouldn't say the 15th seed, but 15th ranked right now, as Martinez takes a strike, and it's 2-2. Arcadia fans not happy with the call there. And a 2-2. Popped up first base side. That'll get out of play. Still 2-2 on Luis Martinez. Jimmy Roran next for Arcadia. But to be 15th ranked in power points with less than a week to go, you'd think you maybe have a pretty good shot at it. But SaberCats know their work's not done yet. There's a pop-up. That one might be playable in foul territory. Mara there. And he makes the catch. Lagusas came over just in case, and they come together a bit, but caught in foul territory. Nice play there by Matt Mara. And there's 2 away for Jimmy Roran. Roran called out on strikes in the first, struck out swinging in the third. Servy's had a strikeout in each of the first 5 innings, at least one. As the first one to Roran is a strike, a ground out, and a foul out here in the 6th, though. 2 strikeouts in the first, 2 in the second. He struck out the side in the third. And that ball off the glove, and then they throw late to first base. Lagusas came in, and I think it kind of caught him in between there. He couldn't decide if he wanted to charge hard to catch it on the fly or play it on a bounce. And ended up couldn't quite do either one. And so Roran aboard at first base. And the batter is Josh Arndt. So as good as Maservi has been, now with a base runner on, the tying runs at the plate. And that throw goes down to first base, and safe the call over there. Adams made a nice play. Roran aggressive off the base, slammed on the brakes and had to get back to first, and just got back according to the base umpire. Pitch outside for a ball. And that pitch over for a strike. Now the complaint is that Arndt is in there, or not quite in there and ready. And Maservi is quick pitching him. That's the complaint from Arcadia right now. I think it's 2 balls and a strike here on Arndt. Again, we lost the scoreboard a while ago. And the pitch. Low for a ball, 3-1. Roran at first base with 2 outs in the 6th. Arcadia down 2-0. And the 3-1 from Maservi. Oh, that ball hammered, and with the guy on base, it's a tie ball game. A 2-run home run off the bat of Josh Arndt. And that was the worry about putting that first guy on, and that's going to be a couple of unearned runs as that ball off the bat of Roran should have been caught out there at second, and instead an E4 prolonged the inning, and Arndt does his job in a big way there to get Arcadia even. A 2-run shot here in the top of the 6th inning. It's a 2-2 ball game. Now Max Schumann. He was trying to give Arcadia the lead. Swing and a miss for a strike. Schumann a strikeout and a flyout. And a pitch over for a strike. And the 0-2. And a strikeout. 1 out too late there as the Titans get even on a 2-run home run from Josh Arndt. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Arcadia 2 and Saguaro 2. Bottom third of the order for the SaberCats in the bottom of the 6th. Shane Stansbury at the plate. And he takes the first pitch high for ball 1. Halter with the 1-0. And that's out of play. And it's 1-1. The 1 and the 1-1. That's over for a strike. 1-2. And the 1 to the 1-2 pitch. Outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Halter back to it. No, is going to step off instead. Down in second, intentionally walked in the 4th. And Halter ready, the 2-2. Low, ball 3. And it's a full count to Shane Stansbury to start off the bottom of the 6th inning. SaberCats need a base runner to get aboard. They got the go-ahead run at the plate, of course, but I'd sure like to get that guy out to second base at least. The 3-2 and a swing and a miss. Stansbury strikes out. And that's the first out of the 6th inning. And that brings up Jack Jeffries. And Jeffries takes a fastball near the outside corner, strike 1. The line and the 0-1. That was right back near the same spot. Schumann maybe set up a little farther outside, and they count 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. That's fouled out of play, and it's 1-2. The 1 and the 1-2 pitch. Popped up first base side in foul territory. That's playable over there. And Huff there for the catch, 2 away.
Second baseman, number 14, Ben Lagusis.
And back to Ben Lagusis. I think I neglected to mention Ben was pinch hit for in the bottom of the 4th inning, but came back in the top of the 5th to play second base for Saguaro. So he's been out there since the top of the 5th. Boy, Halter having trouble out there. He's stepped back off the mound 3 or 4 times anyway. And Lagusis shortened a bunt. And pulled the bat back. Schumann asked for an appeal, but the base umpire said that Lagusis did not offer, and it's ball 1. Trying to bunt again. This time fouls it off, and it's 1-1. One ball, one strike. 2 outs, bases empty, bottom of the 6th inning. Arcadia will send up the middle third of the order when they hit in the top of the 7th. And the 1-1 hit on the ground over to the right side. Diving stop for Martinez. The throw to first is not in time. And Lagusis legs out an infield single. Well, Luis Martinez, the second baseman, has shown a lot of range here tonight for Arcadia. And now a time called here as Stephen Gifford will come in to pinch hit for JT Nettleton. Stephen Gifford in to pinch hit. 340 average, 5 doubles, a homer, 15 RBI as he takes strike 1. SaberCats would start at the top of the order if Lagusis is caught stealing. I would think they're going to send him. He goes. It's a pitch out, and the ball pops out of the glove of Schumann. A break there. The count goes to 1-1 on Gifford, and now a base hit could put Saguaro back in front. It's a 2-2 ball game in the bottom of the 6th. Here's a look back to second base. The 1-1 pitch. Pretty close, called a ball, and it's 2-1. Lagusis at second base with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th inning. The set from Halter, the 2-1. Outside, ball 3, 3-1. 3 balls and a strike here to Gifford. Will he get a good pitch to hit from Thomas Halter? We'll see. The 3-1. He did, and he popped it up, and it's playable out on the outfield grass and caught by the shortstop Murphy. And that will end the SaberCats' 6th inning. A pop out ends it, and Saguaro does not score. A 2-out base hit. The runner left at second. We go to the 7th. It's 2-2. Tyler Murphy starts it off for Arcadia. Going after the first pitch, fouls it out of play, and that's strike 1. Now the 1 strike from Nick Maservi. And a foul ball at the plate. It's 0-2. Murphy with a single in the 2nd, a fly out in the 4th. Jake Wiley, Sam Huff scheduled to follow for the Titans in the 7th inning. 2-2 ball game. Power points on the line here, the 0-2. Solid shot back up the middle into center field. Got a little too much of the plate on the 0-2 pitch. And a go-ahead run is on base for the Titans in the 7th. A leadoff single for Tyler Murphy. And the batter is Jake Wiley.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 4, Jake Wiley.
Got to expect that Wiley's bunting here. He's not showing it. Yeah, he did. He showed it way late. And bunts it foul. Showing it earlier this time, the 1-strike pitch. And that's low for a ball. It's 1-1. Go ahead, run at first base for the Titans in the top of the 7th inning. The 1-1, bunted out in front of the plate. Maservi's got it. His play is to first. And Lagusis over there to cover. 1-4 on the sacrifice, and that's the first out. So Murphy goes to second base, and the batter is Sam Huff.
First baseman number 23, Sam Huff.
And Huff with a swing and a miss for a strike. One thing you got to worry about here from a Saguaro standpoint, Maservi with a high leg kick and a left-hander. See if they might try to get Murphy to steal third base. The 1-strike pitch hit on the ground. That'll move him up to third as Lagusis backhands and throws to Mera, and there's 2 away. And now the batter, Luke Pine. Pine struck out to end the 2nd, struck out to end the 5th. And the first pitch, a fastball high for ball 1. Murphy at third base, representing the go-ahead run with 2 outs in the 7th. And the pitch over for a strike. And it's 1-1. Maservi ready. The 1-1 pitch. And a swing and a miss. And it's 1-2. Maservi with the set. Adams sets up outside the 1-2. And a fly ball hit well, and that's trouble, and that's down for a base hit. And the go-ahead run is in on an RBI double from Luke Pine. And it really was just a pretty simple fly ball. The SaberCats had just moved a couple of pitches before, had just moved Luke Eichste farther into right center field. And Pine puts it down in left center for an RBI double, and Arcadia leads for the first time tonight. They go up by a score of 3-2. Now Alex Reynolds. And Reynolds fouls a pitch back and out of play. The 1-strike pitch. And that's popped up first base side, but that's going to get out of play as Mera runs out of room. Now we'll look ahead to the SaberCat 7th inning. Lace, Adams, and Mera, 2, 3, 4 in the order, and they're going to need at least a run. Down 3-2 in the top of the 7th, and time called. And a swing and a miss. Reynolds strikes out on the 12th strikeout of the night from Nick Maservi, but Arcadia gets a run on 2 hits and they leave 1. We go to the bottom of the 7th. It's Arcadia 3 and Saguaro 2. Cameron Jarvis on to try to close it out for Arcadia as Turner Lace swings and misses for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch fouled out of play on the right side, and it's 0-2. Lace, Adams, and Mera for the SaberCats in the bottom of the 7th. Jarvis 1-1 in the season with a save at .240 earned run average, making his 11th appearance, 14 1/3 innings pitched, 16 hits allowed, 10 walks, 10 Ks. And Lace hits a fly ball, playable out in right field. And that's Reynolds with the catch, one away.
Batting the catcher, number 5, Brett Adams.
Now Brett Adams. You think back to the middle part of the ball game. The SaberCats scored a run in the 4th inning, but they had the bases loaded with 1 out, having already scored a run going up 2-0. And could not get another run in as Adams takes high for a ball. And they left the bases loaded, a fly out and a pop out to the pitcher. Ended the inning. And then in the 5th, after a ground out, back-to-back walks, put runners at first and second with 1 out. A fielder's choice erased the lead runner, and then a fly out ended that inning. 1-1 now on Brett Adams. SaberCats with the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the 7th inning, down 3-2. The 1-1 pitch. And a hard hit ground ball, but playable out there for the shortstop Murphy. And his throw to first base is in time, 2 away. Now Matt Mara for the SaberCats, representing the final out for Saguaro. And Mara with a ground ball, but foul on the third base side. Arcadia's left just 2 runners on through 7 innings. They just had not had very many scoring chances. They were 3 up and 3 down, 4 different innings. And a pitch over the outside corner, a strike, and now the SaberCats down to their final strike here in the 7th. The 0-2 pitch. Way off the outside corner. It's 1-2. Mara 1 for 2 and a walk tonight. If he's able to get on base, the batter would be Michael Bloom. Here's Jarvis to the line and the 1-2. Over the outside corner, a called third strike, and that'll do it. A nice comeback win for the Arcadia Titans, as Arcadia beats Saguaro by a score of 3-2. And totals on the ball game as the SaberCats went 3 up and 3 down in the bottom of the 7th inning. For Arcadia, 3 runs, 4 hits, 1 error, and 2 left. For Saguaro, 2 runs on 5 base hits. They commit 1 error, and the SaberCats leave 8 runners on base. Arcadia with the win improves to 15-12 overall, 11-5 in power point games, and they will definitely move up from number 22 with 2 games to go. 2 very winnable ball games. Friday, tomorrow at Moon Valley, or against Moon Valley, and then Tuesday, Monday, beg your pardon, against South Mountain. So 2 winnable games, Moon Valley and South Mountain, to round out the Arcadia schedule. For the Saguaro SaberCats, they fall back to 500 again, 14-14 overall record, 9-8 in PowerPoint games. They will more than likely drop some from the number 15 spot that they sit in now, and they've got a tough one to finish out their regular season. Just 1 game left on the 2013 regular season schedule for the SaberCats. That'll be a home game on Tuesday afternoon when Saguaro hosts the Fountain Hills Falcons. So that'll do it. Nick Meservey pitched well, especially through the first 5. Just 1 hit. In fact, only 1 base runner through the first 5 innings. An error behind him after 2 were out in the 6th. He gave up a 2-run home run to Josh Arndt. And then Arcadia with a single, a sacrifice, a ground ball to move the runner to third, and an RBI double for Luke Pine in the top of the 7th inning. That was the difference in the ball game as Arcadia beats Saguaro by a final score of 3-2. So that'll do it from Scottsdale Stadium. Again, the final: Arcadia 3, Saguaro 2 from Scottsdale Stadium in Scottsdale. Todd Garbison for Southwest Sports Network saying so long. We'll talk to you on Tuesday afternoon when Saguaro finishes their regular season at home against Fountain Hills.